After the president declared a major disaster declaration, Senator Dan Sullivan brought Washington, D.C. to western Alaska this weekend. Will Courtney was on the ground alongside the senator. He shows us the devastation of these communities 2 weeks after the typhoon, describing it as immense.
We're going to get to these communities. Hopefully, it looks like the weather's cleared up.
Senator Dan Sullivan returned to Alaska Saturday with Washington, D.C. in tow.
It's one thing to get a PowerPoint or a briefing back in D.C. It's another thing to be on the ground in the mud, seeing really the suffering, but also the resilience of the people in this region.
Returning to Kipnuk and Kwigillingok by Chinook helicopter, the devastation still immense. Right now we're looking at just the signs of 90% of a town destroyed here in Kipnuk. We're looking at quite a bit of damage right here. A home that it was ripped apart, possibly lifted up, floating above the water. You can still see signs of that water damage too, just on the actual buildings themselves, but also things like buoys. There's a boat just right behind me as well. Signs that the water lifted so high and just carried everything in its wake, destroying a town. Amid the rubble, signs of progress. A boardwalk used by ATVs to deliver supplies was built in just a week.
Look around, there's so much to do. So I want to make sure we take input from the community and we get them what they need. That's why I'm here today as well. I want to hear from them, what do you need to make sure it happens.
One family we spoke with last week said they plan on staying in Kipnuk over the winter. We met with one of them, Logan Paul, who's now working on the recovery efforts to repair Kipnuk, but he's doing it alone.
I think they're at Anchorage.
They left?
Yeah, they went to Anchorage. And I told them I wanted to stay, and I don't mind them leaving.
Yeah. Is that hard for you, though?
Yeah.
Not being with your family?
Really hard.
Yeah. But even in signs of progress,
That part is
still a long road ahead. And then we're wrapping up here in Kwigillingok right now. After visiting Kipnuk, two communities absolutely devastated. Will Courtney, Alaska's news source.
We'll have more from that trip later this week, including if the state's deadline of having the villages ready to be returned to in just a few weeks is possible. And KTU Channel 2 is partnering with the American Red Cross to help Alaskans recover from Halong. To donate, scan the QR code on your screen or text Red Cross to 90999. When you give, be sure to select Alaska storms and floods in the drop-down menu so your donation goes directly to help families here at home. Friday, we also aired a Healing from Halong donation drive. You can catch the full hour-long production on our website.